Hi, so today I want to make a video about how did I manage to secure a spot in PETRONAS scholarship. Just a heads up, this is not going to be about the process of the whole scholarship thing. This video is specifically going to be about my journey, my experience, and I'm going to tell you the overview of the before, during and after getting the scholarship. So this video is going to be divided into 3 phases. Phase 1 is gonna be about my journey of choosing a scholarship. Phase 2 is gonna be about my journey of getting or securing the scholarship. Phase 3 is gonna be about my journey after getting the scholarship. So I hope you guys will find some helpful information from this video. And have you subscribed already? If you haven't, what are you doing? So let's just hop on straight to the first point. So for phase 1, after I received my SPM results somewhere in March 2019, I quickly went looking for scholarships. The scholarships that I went looking for were MARA, JPA and also PETRONAS. I only knew 3, okay? I was not exposed too much about scholarships back then, so I applied 3 only. Honestly, you don't need to get straight A+ for you to be worthy of a scholarship. You only need to know the minimum requirements of the scholarship that you plan to apply for. Like maybe I think for PETRONAS, it's you have to get minimum, like I think A- in this subject. I don't remember the minimum requirements, but I'm gonna put it here so that you can see. Back then I was told that you need to get straight A+ for you to be able to secure a spot in scholarship. Actually no, that's a false statement. Okay, just to be secured, you need to get straight A's, but not necessarily straight A+. I got straight A's with 5 A+, and I passed the minimum requirements that PETRONAS, JPA and MARA had set. Before I know about the existence of these scholarships, I asked around a lot of people about what scholarship did they apply for, how is the process and all. I also went to Google and look up for beasiswa SPM 2019. It was 2019 at that time. At that time, I was thinking of pursuing medicine or dentistry. And PETRONAS, JPA, and MARA did have that course. PETRONAS and JPA, they didn't offer these subjects. So I was thinking that, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna apply randomly, blindly. So for PETRONAS, for first choice, I applied for law in UK. Wow, I was very confident I was gonna get that. I was that confident to get a law degree in UK. Second option was in UTP, local. I chose petroleum geoscience because it sounded cool at that time. Petroleum geoscience. Wow, what could it be? And then for JPA, I applied for actuarial science in New Zealand. Weeks later, I received a notification saying that I was shortlisted for PETRONAS scholarship and also JPA scholarship. Yay! I didn't get MARA though because I applied for Asasi Perubatan. I knew it was hard to get. Okay, let's talk about JPA first lah. I'm just gonna tell you how the process went for JPA briefly. So for JPA, I went for the interview and it was cool, it was fun. I met a lot of people. I mean, the people that I'm quite familiar with were there. And I could tell you that the interview was not that hard for me. It was very easy and it was not as fun as PETRONAS, but I was okay lah. So now let's talk about PETRONAS. So after I got shortlisted, okay, so I think that's the end of phase 1. This is phase 2. how did I manage to secure the scholarship. So for phase 2, I went for the interview. At that time, they held the interview physically in KDU University in Selangor. I'm from Johor, so I traveled all the way to Selangor to attend the physical interview. So the interview was divided into 2 sessions. Session 1 was about online test. I don't know, it's like a thinking test style. I couldn't remember the name of the test specifically, but the name is gonna pop up somewhere on the screen here. Okay, so you have to pass that test in order for you to move on to session 2, which was a group interview. If you didn't pass the first session, which was the online test, you had to go back home. Okay, home with disappointment. Imagine if I failed the first session. I traveled all the way from Johor to Selangor. So luckily I passed the test. Now moving on to session 2, which was a group interview. I was in a group of 5, and let me tell you one thing. They were all so competitive. They were the kind of people that couldn't stop talking because they had these ideas that were coming out of their mouth. They couldn't stop talking. I was that person yang macam, when is it my turn? And okay, I hope it's not my turn yet because I don't know what to talk about. That was me. So the interview was fun. It was not as intense as you might think. It's not as intense as GPA. Although it was like, the process was a bit longer and complicated as compared to GPA, but it was not intense. The PETRONAS officers were really spotting. It was like you're talking to a friend. Really, I'm not lying. So for the group interview, I think it was like divided into another 2 sessions. It's like the first session, you need to introduce yourself. Simple introduction, and they will ask you like simple questions you can answer. Second session was where I was like, we were given a topic and we needed to work in a group, and then we had to work on the topic and then presented the topic to them. It was that easy. So it was at that time I was given like how should we attract more people to read books. I think that was the topic lah. And they just wanted to see how you work efficiently with your group members, especially you don't know them that well, and how you presented your topic well. They just wanted to see that. So after the interview session blah 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 has finished, I went home with no hope actually, because like, okay, maybe I didn't get this because I failed terribly during the interview. And then I didn't think much about the scholarship. I applied for UiTM Dengkil for Asasi Sains Hayat. Sains Hayat? Ada Sains Hayat ke dekat tadi kan? 2UM kan? Same evening that I registered, I received a message from PETRONAS saying that I got the scholarship. So after I received a message from PETRONAS saying that I got the scholarship, I quickly called my dad and we went back to Johor, and I prepared every document and I signed every document. Oh, by the way, I got petroleum geoscience. I got my second option in UTP. So after I had printed and signed all the documents, I received another notification from JPA that I received a scholarship for actuarial science in New Zealand. I was like, what? So I macam, okay, I dapat PETRONAS, I dapat GPA, but which one should I choose? Kalau I choose GPA, I boleh study dekat New Zealand tau. Kalau I choose PETRONAS, I could work in the oil and gas company. After long consideration and thoughts, I chose PETRONAS. Okay, so now we move on to phase 3, where I tell you my journey after receiving the PETRONAS scholarship. So I went to UTP. I did my foundation in UTP for 1 year, and now I'm currently in my second year degree. I just finished my second year degree. Like in 2 weeks I'll be in my third year. Okay, so I received the scholarship. I dapat petroleum geoscience. I had no idea what that was about. Like, okay, petroleum maybe pasal oil and gas. Yes, it is about oil and gas. But geoscience, I had to study rocks. Okay, rocks, batu tau. I had to study batu. I had to look at rocks and evaluate them. That was not what I was planning to do in my future. I was thinking of becoming dentistry. Then how come now I have to evaluate rocks? Just go with the flow. And turns out this course is pretty much cool. With the scholarship, it helped me go through my university life easier without thinking of, oh, where should I get the money to survive? Where should I get money to eat food? And the money that Petronas gave was a lot. If you wanted to know how much they gave us, you can DM me personally on Instagram and I will tell. I could tell you that it was fun to be one of the receivers of Petronas scholarship, because you get to enjoy many benefits from Petronas itself. They had these programs where you can join, and it was fun. Yeah, so if you're planning, especially if you're planning to work with Petronas, or if you're planning to pursue your degree in petroleum related courses, you can try Petronas. By the way, Petronas doesn't offer scholarship to diploma leavers or asasi leavers or matrix leavers. So I guess that's all for this video. I am very sorry if I talk nonsense, and yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it, you know. So I wish you guys a good luck in your future endeavors. If you have any question regarding this whole video, you can drop your questions in the comment box and I will try to answer them. I don't know if anyone will ever watch this video. Yeah, that's all for me. Bye.